I won't spoil because I think it's going to be a nice surprise for people, or a deeply unpleasant surprise for people. Hidden Object Guru here with hot new game Feudal Alloy, where, as you can see, you're going to be playing as a fish who controls a suit of power armor. Just like that other popular video game character. Oh, there we go.
Who lived at the edge of a small village.
Aww.
He spent his entire life taking care of retired veteran robots. He
That's so cute.
Their rusty bodies using sunflower oil, which was made from sunflowers that he had grown himself.
This dude sounds awesome.
The job wasn't an easy one, but it was immensely fulfilling for him to provide a useful service to others. His job gave him the opportunity to hear lots of interesting stories from the elderly robots.
This is amazing.
Of how they had spent their lives traveling to faraway countries and had fought in many significant battles throughout history. Atu had always wanted
Hey, Regine.
to travel too.
Oh, sorry to hear that, Maddie.
But his plans always came crashing down around him.
Oh,
He had even gotten started.
poor
He
Atu.
also knew only too well how dangerous the creatures in the local surrounding woods were. So why would he risk traveling beyond the boundary of his home village?
Poor guy.
One quiet summer's afternoon, the village was suddenly ransacked by a gang of robot bandits.
Or
They
Robandits.
stole all of the vitally important
No.
supplies he needed to care for the retired robots, as well as valuables from local residents.
Is this forcing Atu to become an adventurer?
And didn't really know what to do, but he had a strong feeling that he had a responsibility to help the other villagers, and decided
Aww.
to bravely go against his gut and venture into the dangerous woods. He borrowed a rusty sword from one of the elderly robots and set off on a mission to reclaim the stolen oil that the villagers so desperately needed to survive. The best clandestine escape route that Atu
This is
could find
adorbs.
was traveling through the interconnected cellars underneath the village, which were designed to protect people from enemy attacks during wartime.
Oh. So there's a whole underground bomb shelter. What's with all the sausages? Oh my god. What a cute little guy. Oh, I've got a stamina meter, which is steam building up. And that is what? Do I have a double jump? I do different height jumps. No double jump yet. Mate, you can teach me how to play, right? How do I get that? Do I have a ranged weapon? Oh, okay. Down? You press down to pick it. Found some oil. That's actually very important. Oh. Oh, that's my health bar on top. Okay, that's cute. This looks dangerous. Ow. It was, in fact, a trap, and that's where they made me get health first. Nope, nothing to do there. There's a real jerkiness to some of the animation here. Uh-oh. If I overheat, do I lose health, or can I just not attack? I think I can just not attack. Yeah, my health seems fine. It says whenever I try to do something I can't. Also adorbs. What's this? I don't understand what I just did. What is happening? Oh. We found some cooling liquids, changing body temperature. Nice! So I've got 9 cooling orbs and no health. Oh, I thought that was the door out. Okay, that's bad. That's right. You can aim straight up. Oof. In case you all are excited, Lonk's Adventure is finally fully released. So down is map. But I don't have a map yet, so it's not useful. This is shields, which I definitely understand the importance of. My equipment. Trophies, I guess, and... oh! I also can add chips to my mech to give him new abilities. Nice. Alright, so press up to grab that, or... How do I grab that? Oh, it just becomes cans when I... Okay. So it's left to drink that, and right to drink the stamina potion. For rapid fire attacks on enemies. It's easy enough to follow. Alright. Oh wait, was there something down there worth searching for? You know what, I'll be fine. Does jumping use stamina? Bunny. Puppy dog time. Alright. Lots of oil towers in the background. Although I guess that's the equivalent of having water towers. Hey, creepy landmines. Wow, they didn't attack me. That's weird. So weird the landmines don't, like, explode. Well observed, Phoenix. Okay, let's be careful around these landmines. Okay, is it just me or did we get a little bit of slowdown when that thing was exploding? Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like we shouldn't be getting slowed down in, you know, such a basic circumstance. Okay. So I'm learning about basic switches and whatnot. This should go fine. Or should it? Okay. I see. So now I have 52 and 7. Still no actual enemies, just a bunch of landmines who aren't very good at their job. I mean, maybe if I sat back and just let them sit there for a while, he'd actually try something, but... What are all these gears I'm picking up? Oh, it's experience! And I'll pass a level when I get a full gear bar. I gotcha. That actually makes a ton of sense. Like, I'm collecting spare parts from enemies. You see what I'm saying. Nice idea. Okay, let's do this. Thank you kindly. What is that? More importantly, why can't I pick it? Oh, we have to press down to pick things up? Sorry, Pally. So it's up to open boxes, but down to pick things up. That should be easy to remember. I'm being sarcastic, of course. It is not easy to remember. Because there's nothing that's not counterintuitive about it. Like, give me a button for opening things and picking things up. Unless it turns out later in the game, like, every conceivable button is already being used for something. Whoa! Don't let them corner you is the answer here. Keep them on one side so you can stay safe. Although I'm going to say, with all these landmines everywhere, I'm a little surprised it took me this long to get hit. We got this. Careful. No! Then he immediately ran into a landmine after doing all that conversations about how he hadn't run into landmines yet. That conversations. Making a single comment, Hoperu. How about a little less drama? Oh, you can't use a potion while you're on health. You can't use a health potion while you're on a ladder. Wow, that got embarrassing fast. Now, if you'll excuse me, you guys gotta go. Alright, so what is my dodge button? There is no dodge button yet. So I'm just gonna have to do a lot of jumping to escape? If so, done and done. Yeah, see what I mean? Weird slowdown stuff happening. Oh, hello. What is this? A thing I can't interact yet. Maybe that's the kind of keycard I need. It's pink with a square and a perpendicular intersection on it. Save point, obviously. Shop. Aww, he's a money droid. Okay. Liquid nitrogen easily reduce body temperature. Tiny firecracker. Oh, I can get peasant bronze. Oh! I picked up new hands. So we can go check those out in a second. Peasant bronze chest. I can't afford any of this. Ice petard. Does a little damage. You can freeze machines. Cooling speed and armor. Bronze. Okay, I need more money, obviously. But thank you. Slamming your hands like that. Yay! So it's... dash is here. Okay, I can't use it yet. Color switch? Bomb switch, OS switch, cooling switch. Oh! For types of bombs. So it's like the inventory in Dark Souls where you have to press left and right to switch which spell or bomb you're going to use. Gotcha. Or bomb in this case. Block. Oh, I have a block button. I did not know that. Alright, so how did I get into my... There we go. Alright, so. So I have armor and armor. So if I install those, are they better than what I have now, or... Oh, that has no abilities. Alright, rustic iron armor it is. Nice. Yes, I'm a fish piloting a robot. That is the premise of the game. Just like the nefarious fish monster from... Okay, I guess I don't know how to use... Oh, this is a teleport point. Nice, fast travel, everybody. Hey, we just haven't checked the map now that I've actually been going places. Oh, I still don't have a map somehow. It's weird. Yeah, just like that wonderful character from Earthworm Jim. In the first game, he, of course, was just a fish in a fishbowl. But I feel like he got a... suit of armor in subsequent games. Because I remember in the first game, like, you literally just defeat him by, after you get all the way through the level, knocking over his fishbowl. And he's like, well, that's it for me. Whoa. I wonder how someone came up with the lie. Oh, I let my heating go too high. Right. That fish don't have memories. Because that's such an integral metaphor that people use all the time. The idea that goldfish don't have memories. I'm like, A, how would you test that? But B, how would you, like, you know, why would you assume that was... Like, why did you start thinking it in the first place? And once you started thinking of it, how would you even go about testing that? I can't think of a reasonable way to do so. And of course, it's obviously a lie. You can see a video on YouTube of a man who taught his pet goldfish to play fetch. Which is adorbs, by the way. Alright, so let's check out this sword. Hey, Jaden. See, that's exactly the lie I'm getting at, Hans. This crazy idea that... Okay, so... Oh, this adds both my armor and my... Ooh. Kind of wish it would tell me what my overall stats were in that respect, but I guess this isn't that kind of game. And that's what I'm wondering. It's like, who came up with that lie? Right? Who came up with that lie? in the first place. And I was going to say who tested it, but of course no one ever tested it. It's just a lie. Because that's not a good thing to test. Like, there's no coherent way to be able to test that. Wow, I got my ass kicked just then. I hope I am not too beat up to deal with this boss. Alright, so I pressed down, up, up. It was up. Just weird. I mean, it's like, here's the thing. Once you can train a thing to do a trick, that means it has a memory. And there are trained goldfish, so I think problem solved. My favorite junk science becoming amazing, an amazing story, though, will always be the idea that you could transfer memory by eating a thing's brain. That's a pretty strange thing to test for. Yes. You know, the thing that, under... What? This is a ridiculous area I've entered. That underlined... No, no! You bastard. That part in the, Swamp Thing the famous part of the Swamp Thing comic. Down, right? There we go. Down's just an awkward way to pick stuff up. Yes, that they taught a worm to run a maze, then they chopped it up and they fed it to, 10 other worms, and the other worms knew how to run the maze. And the, there we go. And I think it was the most basic training ever. You just put food in front of it at each turn in the direction you want it to go. And then each day there would be like less food. But it would know there was food at the end of the maze. And so, it remembered which turn to do here and there. And it took a while, but they trained it to go the way they wanted it to. And then the other 10 worms were like, what am I going to play next? Killing Floor. I just got to send a copy of Killing Floor 2 today, and I want to see what it looks like on the PS4. And so the worm was, in fact, the 10 worms were able to follow it. And so they said, wait, does this mean that... Nice helmet, dude. Does this mean that you can, like, eat memories? And it opened up a lot of, interesting philosophical... Whoa! Dude! No! They got me. Oh, I'm all the way back here. That sucks. Oh, but I got to keep my new armor. Nice. It opened up a lot of philosophical questions. But then the problem was, they could never, under any circumstances, recreate that test. Like, they couldn't check that science and prove it was real, so they're like, was this guy just lying? And he's like, I'm not lying. I did the test. I proved that he could eat memories, so I don't know what you want. And so then someone had a theory, which is, hey, do you think these worms can see these slime trails of other worms that have already walked on the maze? And they were like, oh, yeah, they can. They can see the slime trails. And so they go to the guy and they ask, hey, remember that maze you built? He's like, yeah. So after you taught that dude to run through the maze, did you wash the maze? And he's like, whoops. My bad. Yeah, I did not wash the maze. So when he thought he had, turned them into, oh, neat. When he thought he had turned them into, memory-eating creatures. No. He forced them to commit cannibalism for no reason at all. All that was happening was that the new worms could see where the old worm had already run, and so they just followed it. It's kind of sad. Turning monster worms into cannibals for no reason at all. It's only slightly worse than turning them into cannibals for a good reason. Science. But it's pretty bad. I'm not familiar with that battleship. Really? So they made a robot with the brain of a worm. Well, that doesn't have chilling implications for the future of humanity. I'm kidding. It does have chilling implications for the future of humanity. Oh. I thought it was going to cool down more slowly now that I... Oh. Can I not pick that up, or... First stone locket its owner will be happy to see it. Okay, where are the lockets? Is that in my inventory, or? Here's the badges. Yes! So can I add to my map, or is it literally just... I'm adding to that map, right? Yeah. Whoa! Guys do a lot of damage, and I have no good way to evade them. And, you know, there's almost no health in the game. Like, right at the start of the game, I found a couple of health items, and I haven't found a single one since. Even as I open chests and murder a bunch of dudes. It's going to be this, and then it's going to be Tripwire Interactive's Killing Floor 2, and then we're going to play the brand new game from Artifacts Mundi, Matryoshka. Or sorry, it's not called that anymore. Irony Curtain from Matryoshka with Love is the new title. Matryoshka. Oh, look, there's the health I was just complaining about not having. Although now that I say that out loud, I think I did find some health earlier. Ooh. Nice. Full health? No, apparently that is the vial of health is smaller than the, Damn it. I'm bad at this. Oh, wow. Yeah, I said I didn't know which, I said I didn't know which warship that was, Jaden. I am not familiar with the H-39. That was pretty terrible, right? Yeah, that was bad. Hey, did I lose cash for dying? I feel like maybe I lost some cash for dying then. I will more carefully assess my current cash level next time I'm about to get killed. Yeah, we're getting some weird slowdown issues with this game, and it's one of those situations where you're like, is it your capture card? Is it the game? What's causing the slowdown here, guys? Hopefully not the game, but it's happened before, and I was playing a Plague Tale earlier with zero slowdown issues at all, and that's, you know, a gorgeous modern 3D action-adventure game. Nice. So apparently, I was sent a message that says you can play the Alaska map in War Thunder. Like, you can unlock the whole map with the 3 different cities and all of the water areas. So you can, like, if you want to, have a boat laying siege to those cities, and tanks shooting at the boats. Which honestly sounds kind of entertaining. And then, of course, planes trying to nail all of them. We play Girls and Panzer Dream Tank match every Saturday at noon Eastern Daylight Time. So if you want to see some Girls and Panzer Dream Tank match, that is when you should drop by. I have a feeling it's going to be boss this week because we have, wait. Yes, Maddie, you can. Boom. I'm really bad. Okay, I think my issue with the game is there is a dead zone to his movement. So if I push right a little or left a little, he doesn't start walking in that direction and you gradually move up to full speed. There is no ramp up or momentum. So just once you start pushing far enough to the right, you're just moving full speed. It's not great. It's far from ideal, as I think I've made clear. I still don't know how to defend. So I guess I have to learn how to defend in addition to everything else? I gotta say, they sure are making me wait on passing this first level, aren't they? Like, how long have I been playing this? Gosh, darn it. Whoa, that was close. I've been playing the game for, 20 minutes now, 30 minutes now. And not only have I not passed the first level, I only have 30% of the experience points needed to pass the first level. Thank you. Like, think about, what do you call it? Again, Dark Souls, which this has a little bit in common with. In Dark Souls, when you get murdered, save point, finally, you'll be like, oh, I've got X amount of, I got 150 souls. I gotta go get that back, because it's worth getting the 150 souls back, because the first couple of times you have to pass level, it's like 300 souls, 400 souls. It's not a big deal. What up, Jade? Well, this looks dangerous. Come on, let's do this. I got you. Okay, careful. Come on! One of the true genius aspects of Dark Souls is just having one currency for everything. Like, experience is also cash, just like Yakuza 0. Oh no, is it getting too warm for you? Oh, okay. Also allergies? Alright, well you run. I'll be into checking you in a minute.
Air filter stopped.
The air filter stopped?
The air filter stopped.
Oh, I thought you meant the air filter, not the air conditioner. Oh, neat. Here we go. Yeah, no! Come on. Alright, here we go. I have not tried the rivals in the Ori uniform. That's a good idea. Oh, well, that's neat. A German aircraft carrier. That's so crazy. Because I know they never got any dedicated aircraft carriers. It's just weird to think of them putting a landing strip on the deck of a battleship. I can't imagine that went particularly well for anyone. Yeah, I'm going to run away from you, Buzzsaw guy, because, and I can't stress this enough, you're not worth killing. Like, you give me a tiny amount of experience points, a tiny bit of cash. What would be the point? Ah, free health. That's the cornerstone. Alright, let's check my map. Oh, I am expanding the map myself. Gotcha. And so I can go right or I can go left. There's oil up there. There's something over there. It's not telling me where the save point is, which is a little weird, but what this button does. Oh, opens that door. Definitely. Whoa. Yeah, he was saying that it became a carrier. No, I just looked at the background and realized we were dealing with a boss fight, which seems to be a single spider bot. Oh, okay, there'll be a lot more. It's a challenge area, not a boss area. Gotcha. Unless there's a boss showing up after I kill all these dudes. It is terrifying. No! You really got to watch your Steam levels, everybody. It's the powerful lesson I just learned. No! I was getting ready to attack a spider bot, and it turned out it was the other kind. Well, that sucked. Oh, you have to unlock the door every time? I don't think I'm losing cash when I die. So that is good. Alright, Spiderling. Alright, so careful with that. Well, being able to dodge would really help me right now. I'm guessing I don't get that ability until I kill this dude. I want to point out I can neither dodge nor defend, and it's really difficult to bait this guy into attacking me. Also, he doesn't have to attack me to do damage, I just have to touch him, which kind of seems unfair based on the kind of game this is. I feel like he should actually have to do an attack to hurt me. Because this isn't the kind of game where just touching an enemy should be able to, oh my god, make it hit you. Oh, neat. Okay, that was loud. Alright, let's try that again. Oof. Now that I have a better sense of what's happening. Also, I feel like it should take less than 5 hits to destroy these level 1 guys. Not to mention the fact that the stun lock doesn't really stun lock them that much. And as fast as I swing my sword, they're still able to get in hits, which... Again, I'm not saying it's unfair per se. See how hard it is to bait him into actually attacking you so you can dodge? And if there's a guy with him, like, it's basically impossible to deal with. Oh, come on. Wow, this is going really badly, even by my standards. Although I am farming quite a bit of cash doing it, so, you know. There is an upset. Why, I feel like I'm back fighting Ornstein and Smaug. Of course, that's not accurate, because you don't get any experience points for just killing Ornstein. Or just killing Smaug. Although, I will be honest with you, I always tried to kill Ornstein first. Because I thought Giant Smaug was much easier to defeat than Giant Ornstein. I don't know if that is the general consensus, but it is always my experience. Alright, so, destroy him first. Or just fail. I could also just fail. This is getting ridiculous. Whew! We gotcha. Come on! Technically, I do have a cooldown, you know, judging when I can use my special attack, Danny, but honestly, the cooldown can be anywhere from 5 seconds to 1 second, depending on the mood I'm in. Well, that doesn't seem fair, does it? Yeah, the jerky movement is really hurting matters. You had like 50% smoother movement to this game, and I would be much more on board than I am right now. Also, I mean, I know I ask this like all the time in every game, so feel free to dismiss it when I'm talking about this game, but I really feel like I should be getting enemy health bars. And I know what you're thinking. Why isn't he using his freeze item? Because I almost never actually overheat. I usually don't live long enough to overheat, so... Come on! There's a real finickiness to when you can use the jump that's getting me into a ton of trouble. Hey, let's go explore over to the right and left to see if there's something I missed that could help me in this fight. Like a better sword. Or, just putting it out there, game, not saying you have to do this, a shotgun? here's the thing, okay? And I don't want to backseat develop you guys. Except to the extent that all reviews and gameplay criticism is backseat development. Other than to that extent, I would just like to say that, like, a cornerstone element is, if you're going to have stamina-based attacking, you know, I can only attack 4 or 5 times before I blah, blah, blah. Generally, A, enemies should have clear stamina-based attacking as well. B, this is, and I want to really clinch on this one. B, sorry, enemies should have stamina-based attacking as well. B, enemies should have to attack you to damage unless they are obviously like spikes on the ground here. Enemies should have to do an attack to hurt you. Alright. C, wait. There we go. So I'll be very careful. You're just going to need tighter controls than this game has. Like, stamina-based attacking is fun, but for a game where guys can attack you just by touching you, it would work a lot better if I can just flail away with my weapon indefinitely. And I think that's why, you know, if you play Dark Souls, you don't get damaged by touching people, do you? No. There's even, like, fire monsters who don't necessarily hurt you just by touching you. So, just putting that out there. You clearly were partially inspired by the mechanics of Dark Souls in your awesome robot roguelike. Roguebot-like? Wow, you needed to make the... I mean, if you're going to have the amount of platforming that you have in this game, it needs to be more precise. Like, again, I need more control, more fine control over this robot. You can't have controls this jerky if you want me to do platforming where the platform I'm landing on is not as wide as my guy's feet are apart. Also, notice how whenever I land, so that's me jumping up, I'm landing solid, see? Watch this. If you're moving left or right when you jump, even if you're not touching the controller, you kind of like jerk forward a bit. You have to be really precise and like not be touching the thumbstick at all when you land, and that's not the easiest thing in the world to do. So, something else to look into. You know? Maybe make the platforms a little wider, make the hitboxes of the platforms a little wider. Ah! I mean, at this point, I'm just stubbornly throwing my, you know, self at this puzzle over and over again. I've said it before, but seriously. My kingdom for a rewind button. Here's the thing. So Prince of Persia: Sands of Time comes out, and they're like, oh my god. Everyone plays that game and says, oh my god. There's a rewind button. Finally, at long last, all of my dreams can come true. It's a platforming game that anyone can play, because it just lets you retry stuff until you get it right, and by the end of the game, you're barely using the rewind button at all, because that's how good you are at the platforming. There's no punitive nature to screwing up. And I remember playing that and thinking, wow, this rewind button is such a brilliant, like, change in the way platforming games are made. I can't wait for all games to start adopting the rewind button. And then, I don't know if you remember this, none did. 0 games added in the rewind button. And then, I guess, doing a little math here, 11 years after Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time came out, we got Rare Replay, which is a collection of the all of the Rare games. Right? Oh my god. Stop it! Which is a collection of all of the Rare games. But the hook was that in all of them, except for, I think, Grabbed by the Ghoulies, if you pressed, like, the left trigger, you just rewound gameplay. No punishment, no judgment, No hesitation, just... Oh, yeah, here you go. Oh, you screwed up? Well, I'll rewind. It's fine. Oh my god, that sucked. And it's that kind of non-judgmental gameplay assist that I would like to see more of. Because let's face it, when I play a game with gameplay assist, I get judged a lot. And then you've got your collections, right? Why is this not working? Oh, it's already down. I thought that was just the bottom of the... You know what? It's clear what I thought. Anyway, please be something good. Okay, here we go. What do we got? So that's my iron grass cutter damage. It's my steel protector, overheat temperature. Bronze storm. So damage, overheat temperature means more strength. No! Sorry, more swings before I overheat. Yeah, I can see that. So yes. So many of these games are like, oh, well, we know these games are hard, so we're adding save states. And I'm like, yeah, save states are all well and good. But do you know what save states aren't as good at? That's right. You can say it with me if you want. A rewind button. Rewind buttons are where it's at. Like, can you imagine how playable that Mega Man collection, God, the Mega Man X collection would have been if there had been a rewind button? Suddenly everyone would have been able to play Mega Man. Okay, except for that one part with the disappearing blocks. People still would have quit it and then sold the game after getting to that part. Because that's just a nightmare at any... That's an unsave at any speed type of nightmare that, you know, should never be played by anyone. But by and large, it would have been a better experience for everyone if that game had just included, you heard me, that's it? I did all of that for cash? Are you kidding me? Alright, well now I've got a cooldown sword, so let's see if that helps me take on this boss type area. Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for all of the other shakiness of this game and the fiddliness of the controls, you know, the way it's not terribly precise, not smooth. Even if you set all of that nonsense aside, the slowdown issues are really a problem. Hey, buddy. So, what's really not clear here, and it's kind of frustrating, is so you look at my thing, right? And it says damage and armor, okay? So that suggests more damage and more armor. But this just says damage. And this says damage, and my current one has damage and overheating. And while I can see the overheating thing, do these all do the same bonus damage? Or do, like, different ones have different damage bonuses? Or what's the story? Oh, I hate you so much. And my... Yeah, I'm dead. Oh my god! This just gets worse and worse. At this point, I'm just kind of curious what happens when you pass a level, and that's the only reason I'm still playing this. Because the crazy part is I'm sure the game will be like, oh, you beat the first boss, now you have the ability to dash through enemies, to dodge, Dark Souls style. And I'm like... You made me fight a boss without the ability to dash? Are you kidding? Or you just hate everyone who wanted to play your game? Oh my god, I just noticed that even the flying mosquito monsters have tiny fishes flying them. That's amazing. So let's let it cool down. Come on. What if you basically just didn't stagger guys at all when you hit them? What if that? Wouldn't that make for a great game? Whew. think of how much bad guys get staggered in Dark Souls and how integral that is to that game's flow. Now look at this. And try to tell me you don't see the problem. The trash platforming is really an issue. Whew. That's right, I'm searching off to the right in hopes that somewhere else in this dungeon is the item that lets me, you know, win at fights. Is that item skill? No? Well, then you're never going to win at a fight. Oh no, it's a spawner! Can I destroy the spawner, or what's the situation? No! That could have gone better. I haven't been here. No, I haven't been here. Dear game, just putting this out there. Enemy spawners went out with Gauntlet, okay? How was I supposed to avoid damage there? I can't dodge or block. In that situation where a guy was coming in at face level, another guy coming in at head level, I couldn't jump to escape. I attacked as fast as I could and it didn't do anything. Like, that was an inescapable situation. And I know they're like, oh, well, just tank the damage and later you'll have the ability to deal with it. Well, it's like, there should always be an option, guys. See what I'm saying? Like, if I get myself into a bad situation, that's one thing. But, like, I'm being gotten into a bad situation by questionable design elements. Not my own failures. Myriad though they may be. You're a super cute game, and I like you a lot, but it's getting too frustrating for me to go on, and I wasn't really joking. I am, at this point, only here to see what happens when you pass a level, which is taking so much longer than it should have. Yeah, and the weird hesitation with the jump button, this tiny delay, it's killing me. Oh my god. Well, this is bad. Oh, wait, do the guys who get spawned only have 1 hit point? Okay. I cannot express how difficult it is to land solidly and just be landed. Can you destroy the spawner? You can! It's just really hard to do. Because you kind of have to wait until you have full sword swinging stamina. It's clear what I'm saying. How? Alright. Dear developers of this game, I'm gonna ask you a question. And I don't want you to take this as judgment or cruelty, but at any point during the playtesting of this game, did one of the playtesters throw a cup of hot coffee at your head? And if so, why did you not take that as an admonishment against the choices you were making? Why did you not learn from that experience? Did you just fire that person? Did you just assume, no, they had gone mad from working crunch playtesting our game? Obviously, it meant nothing. Next time a playtester throws hot coffee in your face, I want you to think about why they did it and wonder what you could have done to prevent that from happening, other than firing them before they threw hot coffee in your face. Okay? Yeah, I'm not high enough to hit that guy. I just got hit 8 times by a single spawn mosquito. I'm terrible at this. And I don't think it's only 60% my fault. Are you coming? I was trying to lure you down here so I could fight you on my turf. Ah, there you are. Yeah, trying to fight him on my turf didn't give me the advantage I had hoped for. Oh, wow. Hey, let's see if doing this reboots the enemies, reboots the enemies, Dark Souls style. It doesn't, which is nice. So what you're saying is I can sit here, murder the F out of this guy, go back and heal, and I will get to keep my, the damage I've done? That's nice. Also, just FYI, there's a reason in Dark Souls why your health flasks refill every time you save. It's because of everything about the game's combat. And I gotta say, this would all be a lot less painful and a lot less frustrating if I had a couple of flasks on me that refilled every time I found a save, though. I would also be a lot less frustrated. I mean, so I guess what your main things are. Let's see. I need tighter controls. I need you to do a better job of ripping off Dark Souls. Okay, tighter controls, better job. Get rid of the issues with glitchiness and slowdown. I would like a coherent readout on how much damage I'm doing. How much, like, how the actual items compare to one another. Let's see, what else? Yeah, I think that's probably it. For now. Oh my god. Yeah, lots of notes. Just a ton of notes I have for you guys. And the thing is, I am sure all of this combat is much more playable. Oh my god. If I have the ability to block and dodge. Like, I'm sure this all plays way better. But you went and you locked away the stuff that makes the combat playable at the start of the game. Making the first, maybe it was only supposed to be the first half hour and I just suck and that's fine, but making the first X amount of the game unbelievably frustrating. Oh, but the game stops sucking after an hour. Who's gonna make it past an hour, though? You see what I'm saying? Is that clear enough? Alright, more terrible platforming. Join with me. Oh god, okay, here we go. Whew. Wish me luck. Oh, thank heavens. Was there some place to go to the right back there, or is this it? No! This guy can respawn new enemies too quickly. I want what's ever in that chest. I'm using all of my items to get it. God damn it. Oh, thank heavens that's over with. It's just more cash I'm never gonna spend. Great. Oh, and look, it's a shortcut I'll never use. Whew. Well, we're almost at full experience, so I will kill Buzzsaw Hands guy and find out what happens when you pass a level, and then I will take a final shot at that boss area, and then we're stopping this game, maybe forever, for what I think are a very reasonable set of complaints. I hate you. Like, okay, here's the thing, game. I get that it's hard to adapt. You know, Dark Souls. Oh, thank Christ. I get that it's hard to, you know, adapt Dark Souls to this kind of milieu. The 2D platforming nonsense. But you know what? Other people have done it better than you have. No! Okay, so my options were damage or resistance or life force, oil tank capacity, scrap magnet. Oh, scrap magnet would actually be very useful. Nice cooling pump, product high temperatures, coolant, frost, chilling. Okay, so it's not like I melee to. Okay, that's great. I was worried I had missed the chance to unlock, you know, dashing or blocking. Which, again, imagine if in Dark Souls they're like, yeah, you don't get to do a dive roll until 2 hours into the game. Yeah, you know that's not playable, right? Like, that makes the game a non-functional experience that no one would play for one moment ever. And that's what you've done here. You've made Dark Souls where you have to already have beaten a whole dungeon before you get the thing that makes combat playable. I don't know how someone would make such a crucial mistake, but it happened. This game is proof. Oh, screw you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You son of a! I mean, I know that was the joke, but you son of a... No! No! I pressed the wrong button! Come on. Is it over? Oh my god. There had better be a frigging ability in this. Oh, thank God. I did all of that for the ability to throw bombs? Bombs which I will have to find or purchase? By the way, game, do you think I'm gonna ever choose to not pick something up? Why are you making me manually pick things up? So mad right now. The worst part is, I don't remember where the door that used that kind of wall was, so I don't even know where... Oh, maybe it's on the map? Hold on, maybe it's on the map. Probably one of the places I haven't been to, right? Yeah. Wow. We're done, right? We're done. How many bombs can I have, I wonder? At least 5. It's weird that I can only drop bombs and not throw them. I'm sure other bombs will be throwable, but it's still weird. I'm sailing away. Oh, here we go. Bonus chamber? Bonus chamber, right? Well, I really don't cool down very quickly, do I? I definitely need more strength. That I can say. My sword swings are borderline pathetic. Why am I saying borderline? They are pathetic. Hey! Is this it? What was that? You just gave me an item and you didn't tell me what it was. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's the key to that door upstairs. Okay, my bad. I thought it was one of the cards for my... you know what I thought. You're making me mad, game. So, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to stop this, but... So, you know, so we can't say that I didn't give it a fair shake. I will load this up and play it on a treadmill. And we can all have a sense of whether this game is a viable experience without the micro lag caused by my playing it here on my capture card rather than with 0 lag. Hey, look, it's a target dummy, but they don't tell you how much damage you're doing. So it's useless. What have you got sword-wise? Iron Piece, damn it. So, here's what I'm saying. Iron Peacekeeper, Steel Defender. What is the difference between these two items? There's no way to test them to find out. The only one that I have a sense is going to be better is Bronze Silence because, you know, both damage. Oof. It's damaged twice, so it's got to mean something. Oh no, the parrot's dead. Oh, it's a parrot sketch joke. Good. You made me turn on you hardcore, game. And I know that wasn't your goal, so... Like I said, I'm going to give you another shake. I can't guarantee that that shake will be fair, but I will give you another shake. I just want to try my new sword on something. Then we are stopping. Of course. Wow, that doesn't seem to be doing much more damage, does it? It's almost like nothing matters. Like, dudes aren't being staggered more. They're taking the same ridiculously high number of hits to take. The two damages right next to each other seem to suggest that it should do double damage. So I'm seeing the word damage twice, but no, that did not do notably more health. So I'm going to call it here. I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more, there's buttons for that coming up. Questions, suggestions, related whatnots, go in the comments section below the video. If you'd like to see more of this game, I will do a non-commented or lightly commented playthrough. Oh, I never equipped it. All right, I'm a dummy. Hans just pointed out that I never equipped it. Okay, I forgot how upgrades work. I could be complaining about nothing. The game has gotten me so frustrated that I forgot to equip it. All of that stuff I said still counts, though. I will be putting up an additional playthrough of this, so you will have a chance to see me being... Well, I'm killing them in 3 hits instead of 4 hits now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is noticeably more powerful, but again, it doesn't feel like double damage, so... yeah, and I'll see you back here in the next item on the playlist for that, but until then, au revoir.